So here I am back. I'm back today. My son asked me about something. My wife cooked me some breakfast. She had some eggs that she cooked. She cooked some eggs, and she also cooked a little bit of bacon. My son had been asking me about this spaghetti carbonara. When I was in the service, I used to eat that over in Italy. They served it a lot. Now, it may not be traditional in how they did it. I've tweaked it over the years to make it fit what I like. So it's my version of a spaghetti carbonara. So I'm boiling the water. Got my spaghetti noodles. Yep, got those. So I'm about to boil those. The water's boiling right now. So I'm gonna put those in, let those boil. And then I'll put all this stuff together. I got some olive oil, got some Parmesan cheese, I got a little butter, and some different seasonings and stuff like that. I do it to my taste. So it's not gonna be that much because I ain't got that much. I like to break them in half. It's easier for me, then I can get it, I can eat it. Very little seasoning goes into it. The cheese is salty, so you don't need the bacon salty. We never really season the eggs, so we just eat them like that. So those two ought to be enough for that little bit of what I got right there. That ought to be enough for that. A little bit of eggs and bacon. And I'll break it up in there, but I'll put one more thing in there. That should be enough right there. So once that gets done, I'll make my, I'll add my other ingredients. So that's gonna be enough. So we'll wait about 10 minutes or so, 10 minutes for that to boil. I'll put that in the colander and then I'll come back and I'll show you how I put all that stuff together right there. Spaghetti carbonara. Okay, I'm back. It's been 11 minutes. My noodles have boiled. And so I'm going to take those and drain those in the strainer. Drain those in the strainer. And then I'll start putting this thing together. I like to take some cold water and pour on those noodles so they don't continue to cook. So to calm them down, cool them off, this cold water, so I can stop the cooking process right now. So I got them sitting over there draining. I got my pot right here. So what I'll do now, I'll put a little bacon grease in here. A bacon grease is for my flavor, and then I use it to help make my brown gravy. Just a little bacon grease in there, a little oil in there. That gives me my flavor. And then I got me some beef bouillons. I got me some beef bouillon cubes. So I already got them peeled. I think I'm gonna put about 4 of them in there. That's my seasoning. Cause I gotta make my gravy. So I got that over there boiling. I just need me hot water. That's how I make my gravy. I just got me some hot water and some flour. And I'll stir that up. And that'll make my gravy. Give me some good hot water. I usually just put that in the coffee cup. That's my starter. A lot of people just put the roux in there and they just make it, but I found it's easier for me to do it this way. Put a couple scoops of good old all-purpose flour in there. And the all-purpose flour will help me make my gravy. This bouillon will melt down. And I will take these, make my gravy. I'll add my noodles to that, crumble up my bacon and my eggs. This process is kind of fast. When I was over in Italy, they would make it for you right at the table. They would take it and toss it up. They would have this like a little burner at the table and they would toss it and they would do all that stuff. But, you know, I ain't doing it that way. And this is my version of doing it. I mean, other people will have other ways of doing it, but that's my way of doing it. So I've gotten the bouillon melted down in the pan. Now I'm going to add my flour and water, and then I'll put some milk in there later. That'll help to give me a creaminess to my sauce. If you just put water, it takes away. They use whipping cream, a little whipping cream, just a little bit. They use a little bit of that, but I'll put a little water in there to get my stuff started. Put that back on the stove. Stir all of that stuff up in there. It'll start to thicken up. Give me my gravy mix. Already starting to thicken up. You can hear it. You can hear it boiling in there. That's giving me my flavor, my juices. I found some the other day that I got some from Olive Garden. It was pretty tasty. I thought it was tomatoes. They had red, what I thought were tomatoes, and I thought they were red sweet peppers that they had put in there. But I don't have any sweet peppers, and I got these little grape tomatoes, and I'm gonna add those little grape tomatoes to my carbonara, because I like stuff like that. I like to experiment with those different flavors, so I'll just dice them into smaller pieces, and I'll add that in there so they can be cooking down a little bit before I add all that other stuff in there. Just something, give it some color, give it a little color, a little flavor. So, like I said, not that much. Something different. But that's how I do it. You can omit those things if you don't like tomatoes. But that's basically what I like to do with that. Grab that pot. Oh. Scoop those in there. There we go again. Got that back on. So I'll start adding that. I got my milk. I'll pour me a little milk in there. Give me some creaminess to my sauce. So I got that. And then I like to put pepper in there. Gives that peppery flavor. I don't need any salt because, like I said, all the other stuff that I'm going to put in there has its own salt to it. But I like to put a little pepper in there. So I got that pepper. I like the real coarse stuff too. I don't like that fine, powdery stuff. I like the coarse pepper in there. So I got that. Got my milk. Had my flour. Bam. Also want to add a little butter. Just a little butter in there while I'm getting it together. Bang. Okay. And now it just comes together real fast. I've got my milk in there. I've got things stirred up in here. I got these. You can see it's getting creaminess to it. It'll thicken up a little bit more because as I add this stuff to it. And then you want to do it to your taste, whatever your taste are, however you like it. Like I said, my spaghetti has drained down. I'll put all of this stuff together. Pour my spaghetti in here. Out of the strainer. Got that. There's my strainer, there's my spaghetti. I got that all mixed up in there. Then I got a little olive oil. Everything in Italy, they always had olive oil, so they put a little olive oil. So I had about a spoonful olive oil in there to give it that Italian type of flavor. My heat is still on. I add my basic stuff is garlic. Got my garlic powder. So I put a little garlic powder in there for flavor. But you tweak it the way you want to tweak it. Onion powder is always another staple in there. I always got onion powder. So that's the other thing I put in here. And then I got my 3 Italian seasonings. Oregano, basil, You know, got to have that stuff in there. So I put that in there for my mix. And then I'll take that that stuff that my wife made, my breakfast that she made me, and I'll put that in there. And as you can look at it, you can see the creaminess of it. It's creamy now. It's got the tomatoes in there. It's got the nice creaminess. And so I'll add, here's my eggs. I'm just adding my eggs to it. What she had. I'll mix it up in there. Now in Italy, they just cracked eggs and they put them in there. I like a little bit of egg in mine like that. Once you mix it up in there, you won't really, you know, but that's the way I like it. I like it that way. So, you know, that's how I make it. I like the eggs up in there like that. So I usually just fry eggs and put up, I usually put a light scramble on. My wife, she likes to scramble hers hard. She likes that hard scramble. And then with the bacon, you got bacon here. You just take the bacon, you crumble the bacon up. Crumble your bacon up, put it in there. Put it in there. When it's hot, it's too hot for you to be able to do it. So now that it's already cooked, it's cool enough where I can just go ahead and break it up. And basically, that's it. You know, I'll just put me some Parmesan cheese. I also got some mild cheddar. I'll put a little mild cheddar. I found that the Parmesan cheese is kind of salty, so I use that sparingly. I put a little of that in there, but at Parmesan with the bacon, sometimes to take it over the top. You don't want to take it over the top. But again, you got to tweak it. You make it a couple times, you know. To me, it's real simple. I mean, I've seen how they do it. Over in Italy, they didn't use bacon. They used this real rough cut ham they had over there. But pork is pork. I found with the bacon, I like it like that. And then, you know, if I'm going to cook some breakfast or something like that, I'll make it like a breakfast thing right there. So, but I took this and my wife had made it and everybody had already eaten. So I said, well, I'll just make me some carbonara. So that's it. That's basically it. I'll let you see it once I get all this stuff put together. But that's it in a nutshell. It's not too hard. It's real simple. Anybody can do it. So So I'm here for the last bit of it. It's the Parmesan cheese. I got the Parmesan cheese right here. I have a bigger container right here. And then I got my mild cheddar. So I've sprinkled some cheese on it. That'll be good. Over there, they had it real creamy. They like a real creamy sauce. They had it real creamy, so they made it real creamy and cheesy. Then you can, again, it's just however you like it. So I put some cheese in it. That's it right there in my pot. That's how it looks. I'll mix it in. The heat will melt it down so it'll be real cheesy for you. And then, like I said, I got my pepper and I got my Italian herb blend. The eggs didn't break down like I would like them to break down. They're kind of sticking out, but it's all good. They don't have it like that, but it just adds a different flavor in there. They do have eggs in there, but they're cracked eggs and they're cooked in like that. And that's how they bring it to you in the thing. But so I got tomatoes. I got black pepper, and then, like I said, my oregano, basil mix. My little mix that I put on there, that I sprinkle in there. Just give it some color, and then also it adds some flavoring to it. But again, it's what you like. If you want a little bit creamier, you can pour some more milk. See, it's starting to dry up because the cheese is in there, so I'll probably put some more milk in there. But that's basically how you do it. That's it. Spaghetti carbonara. You know, it's a big part of it. See, spaghetti carbonara. That's Talbott style spaghetti carbonara. That's it. And again, that's my spaghetti carbonara in the bowl. That's it. I'm going to manja. So that's how you do it. Very simple, man. Anybody can do it. Okay. Hope it helps somebody.